All right, so this is going to be the tutorials or the reminders for all three of the ensemble numbers. So precision and order, part 1 and part 2. Anything can happen, and let's go fly a kite. I'm going to put them all together. You can always get to where you need to in the video, but they're all just pretty straightforward. So precision and order, you need a book. And remember, you're always going to be arms out, nice straight line across. And you only are turning and facing the audience when it's actually your turn to sing. There are some musical cues. I talk about them in the rehearsals. So make sure that you're watching back the rehearsals if you're not sure, or again, you can always ask me. So when you first come up, Mary and the kids have a little scene under the music. You are actually facing the back. So you're facing away from the audience with your book in your hand and your elbows out. And then all of a sudden you're going to hear a big organ sound from it's technically from the Feed the Birds or the opening number. And then when you hear that, you're going to cross your right foot over your left, twist. And then when it's your turn to sing, you're going to first lean to your left side, and then pop out, and then center. And then you do it to the right, pop out, center. Opening up a ledger, you're going to open your book, circle it up, opening up a ledger, down, closing a deal, boom. Okay, closing a deal, in. Prudent investments, financial sense, you're going to bounce on the heels of your toes. And so make sure the camera's not moving. So again, you bounce, bounce, bounce until you get to our perfect rays of sunshine. Our perfect rays of sunshine, pound shillings, and pence, and then turn. You pull down and turn almost at the same time. And again, that first one that you have, there's like little breaks in between. So precision and order, boom, cogs in, whole wheel, boom. That's the only time that you have those little breaks. Every other time you do it, you go right from one action to the next. So you have your back to the audience. Again, your elbows are still out. Ms. Smythe and the chairwoman have their lines. The chairwoman says, "Be sure it's the right one," and then you hear a little cue, bum, 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 bum. When you hear that cue, that's your cue to turn back around. And it's the same exact motions as before, only slightly different. Now it's a little sped up, there's no breaks in between. So you go, bum, 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 da, 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 da. Circle up your book without opening it. Targets are met, 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 and then you turn again. The part 2, after Von Hustler has her little part with, money, yay. After that, you do the same exact motions again. It is a new cue, so if she goes past the music, it's totally okay. So just again, keep that in mind. So that's precision and order. You guys will actually be on the stage turned around for the remainder of that scene. There's a lot of time, so just be aware that you're gonna have to be frozen. So the next one is Let's Go Fly a Kite. Bert has his entire intro, and then when you start to sing, oh, let's go fly a kite, that's when you enter in from your spots in the aisles, and you get to your home spots. You need to be in your home spots by up through the atmosphere. When you get to that line, you need to be where you're supposed to be. Your feet are shoulder width apart. You use 2 fingers to point, and you kind of turn your body a little bit to the left, bend your left knee, point down, and I call it the Peter Pan pose. Circle up through the atmosphere to the other side, up where the air is clear. Then you're going to sweep out with your right arm. Oh, let's go, fly a kite, and then back in. All right, you can ignore it. Then Mary is entering in, so you're going to kind of look like curious, like, hey, what's going on there? What? And then after that, everyone's going to start singing again, but this time it's in slow-mo, so it's going to take you 8 beats. Let's go fly a kite, 2, 3, 4, up through the highest twist high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's go. Fly a sweep out and bring it in, hand down. And as you're bringing your arms down, that's when you exit. All right? So that's that one. Anything can happen. This is the finale. It is part 3. It is box steps and arms. So everybody is singing everything at this point. So for anything can happen, everyone starts singing and you're in your spots, hands behind your back. If you reach for the stars, how you get at the stars, but we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in, back behind your back, and then you're gonna do a box step. So you step forward with your left, cross over with your right, really small steps, back with your left, out with your right, together, bounce up, then you do that again, box, 2, 3, 4, together, down, up. Now you're gonna do 2 box steps in a row. So you do step, cross, step to the side with your right foot, but now with your left foot, instead of coming together, you're gonna automatically go forward again. Forward, cross, back, out, together. And then you're gonna, with your right arm, extend out. Once you've started left living life, both arms, you just won't get enough. Then you do the same 2 box steps with the bounces. Anything can happen, it's official. You can choose the super or the superficial. For Sally Forth, you're gonna take your right arm to point it forward. Your left, your body is gonna be facing left, your head always stays forward. Sally Forth the way, we're steering, switch sides. Obstacles start disappearing. Magic arms, go and chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Bunch of magic arms. Anything can happen, anything can happen. Arms behind your back, kids sing anything can happen, then they have 2 lines. We won't forget you, Mary Poppins, we'll never forget. You wait 1 beat, and then you come in with if you let it. There is no accompaniment for those first few words. The notation, the music doesn't come in until the word it. So you have to count. I will help cue you the day of, but just know where it comes in and practice without the tracks. So it goes if you let it and pose. And that's the end of the show. If you have any questions, message me. All right, that's your 3 numbers.